If you're trying to lose weight, then watch the following video. It helped me, so why wouldn't it help you?
Intermittent fasting is basically just alternating periods of eating with periods of fasting, and it's all the rage now. Why? What are the benefits? One of them is supposedly that it releases growth hormone, that we're designed to live in times of feast and famine, and that you'll release more growth hormone if you eat in this way, and growth hormone being what keeps your lean muscle, so you'll lose less muscle mass as you diet, and also growth hormone is the fountain of youth hormone. It's not like if you ate 2,000 calories and broke those up into 6 meals and didn't lose weight, somehow if you ate 2,000 calories only in 1 meal a day at one time, somehow you would suddenly lose weight. The main reason people use it is because it's an easy and simple way to reduce your calories without pain. That your body's actually designed, again, to be in times of feast and famine, and that you can easily adapt to times of not eating. It's easier sometimes to just not eat than to just eat a little. There's a reason why when you go to the restaurant, there's a list of appetizers, because food can be appetizing. It's hard to just eat a little bit of something. There are products that are sold with the campaign, bet you can't eat just one. And how many times do you think, oh, I'll just have one cookie and that's all, and you eat one and then you just become obsessed, and then you wake up from a carb coma and all the cookies are gone and you're not quite sure what happened. So it's hard to sometimes eat just a little. It's sometimes easier to just not eat at all, because food can be appetizing. And there are sometimes certain times of the day when you might not feel like eating. There's a lot of people that just don't have any interest in breakfast, but yet we've had it crammed down our throats. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. People who lose weight, sometimes certain times of the day when you might not feel like eating. There's a lot of people that just don't have any interest in breakfast, but yet we've had it crammed down our throats. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. People who lose weight eat breakfast. You've got to rev up your metabolism in the morning. You have to eat breakfast. Well, if you skip breakfast because you don't feel like eating it, the theories behind intermittent fasting, the studies say that you won't necessarily eat more to compensate for what you didn't eat. You'll just kind of get right back on the track and eat the same way you normally would. And if you can skip the breakfast, then you're saving those calories. So a lot of people are just finding this to be an easier way to reduce food, to reduce calories, because in order to lose weight, one way or another, you have to reduce intake. This really flies in the face of what we were told previously, which is you need to eat 6 meals a day, you need to eat frequently, that revs up your metabolism, and they say your body doesn't go into starvation mode that quickly. I think a study said it takes something like 2 days, 3 days of eating nothing before you actually switch into starvation mode. So there is such a thing as starvation mode, but it's not going to happen if you don't eat breakfast. It's not going to happen if you skip 2 meals. It's not going to happen if you just don't eat until dinner or something like that. Another reason people use this diet strategy is they think it's a healthy way to let your body have plenty of time to detox. If you're eating constantly, your body's in constant digestion mode. When I was doing the 6 meals a day thing, I went to an acupuncturist and I told her what I was doing, and she said, no, your body needs. People use this diet strategy is they think it's a healthy way to let your body have plenty of time to detox. If you're eating constantly, your body's in constant digestion mode. When I was doing the 6 meals a day thing, I went to an acupuncturist and I told her what I was doing, and she said, no, your body needs time to rest. You can't have your digestive system working constantly. So the idea behind this is also that it's a healthy way to keep your system clean and healthy and easily detox, because you're actually giving your body more of a rest. It can also just give you more time in your day. If you are eating 6 meals a day, you're spending so much time planning what you're going to eat, carrying around Tupperware with what you're going to eat, stopping what you're doing and changing gears to go eat, then spending time eating, then having to clean up after what you're eating. It's just too much of your day spent on eating. If you can minimize that and start consolidating, maybe skip breakfast, only eat 2 meals a day later on, that is just less time of your day planning meals, getting meals, eating, and you can have a little more time in the day. I also think there's something to every once in a while eating a nice big hearty meal where your brain registers that you are full and satisfied. Saving up your calories for bigger meals, you can actually feel full. It's also a way to more cater to the way life happens. We have birthday parties, Thanksgiving, the work dinner, the night out at the restaurant. We have times where we have mass consumption days or events. And so this is a way that you can conserve your calories before those times and then go ahead and splurge and have that birthday cake, that anniversary dinner, Denny's pancake breakfast on your birthday, whatever. So it can cater more to those times when you know you are going to eat bigger meals, and just learn to budget those calories accordingly. You could make up any kind of rules you want to. There's not necessarily one way. We have times where we have mass consumption days or events, and so this is a way that you can conserve your calories before those times and then go ahead and splurge and have that birthday cake, that anniversary dinner, Denny's pancake breakfast on your birthday, whatever. So it can cater more to those times when you know you are going to eat bigger meals, and just learn to budget those calories accordingly. You could make up any kind of rules you want to. There's not necessarily one way to do intermittent fasting. You could skip breakfast, you could skip lunch. One day you could skip breakfast, the next day you could skip lunch, whatever you want to do. But there are a few protocols that are recommended. Another strategy that works for a lot of people is Eat Stop Eat. Again, this is a website. It's by Brad Pilon. It's basically 1 or 2 24-hour fasts in a week. It doesn't have to be, okay, on Saturday I'm not going to eat and on Thursday I'm not going to eat. You can start your fast in the middle of the day. So on one day you could eat breakfast, then start your fast, then go 24 hours and then pick it up the next day. So you would never necessarily have a day when you don't eat at all, but you're still spending 24 hours fasting. But if you wanted to just do, okay, Thursday I'm fasting and Saturday I'm fasting, but he doesn't recommend any more than 2 per week, and he doesn't want them to be consecutive days. You can check out that website. I'll put the link below. That is kind of what I have found works for me naturally. I think it depends on whether you're a morning person or an evening person. I'm a morning person. I wake up out of bed, I'm ready to party. I'm ready to go. And if I don't eat in the morning, I get that crazy hunger, like I think I'm gonna kill something. Yet I can stop eating at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I might get hungry later in the evening, but it's a hunger that I just kind of go, oh, okay, look, I'm hungry, whatever. Should I eat something? No, I don't feel like it. If you're an evening person, like my boyfriend, he can go all day without eating, doesn't faze him, and then he wants to eat at night. You might have to figure out what your body likes to do, and it might have to do with whether you're a morning person or whether you're an evening person. But if you can find times where you very easily cannot eat, you'll do some cool things for your body as far as giving it time to detox, let your digestive system rest, have some growth hormone in your system to help with your lean tissues, to be the fountain of youth, and then you won't compensate for those calories later on, and you'll be able to have an overall net reduction in your food intake somewhat easily. So that's why it's so popular now. I have one caveat for women specifically. I've read on a lot of boards some women having trouble if they do a lot of extended fasting, that it kind of makes them a little they had to be careful with how they did this, because if they did too much fasting in particular ways, it started obsessive compulsive behavior, binging, anxiety. I think our systems are really sensitive, so you have to be careful. You might have to play with it for you to figure out what works for you, but I think it's a great strategy. I have no trouble not eating in the evening. That's what works for me. And then if I go on vacation and I know that we're gonna have dinners in the evening, boom, I go into like warrior diet mode where I'm eating just little tiny bits during the day, not too much, and then focusing on my big meal at night. So I hope this information worked for you. All the links are down below if you want to find out more information. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, because that makes my heart feel good that I helped you. And don't forget to subscribe for all kinds of videos about health, wellness, fitness, and all things squishy.
Go ahead and click the button below now, and let's get started.